Thank you for this great opportunity to share with you very quickly some experiences on Operating Model. I'm Mark Hookey and I'm very honoured to have been asked by the project team to present to you an overview of Operating Model and share a personal story of a target operating model, one of the many I have implemented over the last 20 years in talent management and learning here within Swiss Re.
The talent management and learning story would appear very simple in the beginning. Everybody knew what learning was, but when we went around our clients, we realized very quickly that nobody understood what talent management was. We kept getting asked the question, what services do you provide from talent management? And so right at the very beginning, we had to clearly lay out what services we did provide. And then off the back of those, we quickly realized that we needed some additional capabilities around that. We needed some analytic reporting, we needed benchmarking for strategic resourcing as a service, for example. And then, of course, within talent management, as we started to look at what we needed to deliver, we realized that we needed different people skills within that, and different roles and responsibilities had to be clarified. Then, off the back of that as well, we realized that we needed some additional infrastructure to be able to support the services that we wanted to deliver, some specific IT and some specific infrastructure that would help us deliver those services. Finally, then, as we realized what people we needed and what services we had to deliver, then we had to understand what organizational setup we would have, especially as this was two teams that we had brought together, how to optimize that, but also how we made decisions, what our governance was within the organization. The processes, relatively straightforward, but what processes do we need to support the delivery of the services? And then finally, how were we going to measure the success in terms of our performance metrics? And so we learned very early on that our operating model is not just about an org chart. It's really about how to run the very best business and deliver the greatest value to our clients using all of the assets available to you in the most organized way. And this can be very simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can really deliver great business strategy and execute on that for your clients. Having now done many target operating model projects, converting strategy into execution, we can never underestimate creating a very simple promise, vision, or mission, however you might want to call it, in terms of what is your business trying to achieve. Can you articulate that in just a simple 4-sentence, or do you need to write a book to be able to explain it? The more you can simplify what you are trying to achieve, the greater impact you will have. You will be delivering a lot of work, but clarifying what services you provide is a great way of actually aligning your resources to make sure that you deliver those. Saying things like, hi, we're here to deliver consulting is just simply not enough, or yes, we do claims is one thing. But what about claims? What's within claims? What services are you providing for claims in terms of things like payments or reporting or analysis? So what services do you provide is usually the starting point in really understanding any good operating model. And then how are those services being delivered? Are they ad hoc or are they systematic? And there's a key dilemma here. Do you go for standardized services or do you go for customized services? Do you go cheap or do you go expensive? Answering these key strategic questions are actually critical to knowing how you want to manage your business. Then what additional business capabilities do you need? Additional in terms of if you're running your businesses, you've defined your services, do you need additional reporting or in-house consulting, then to support the delivery of your overall business. A key component to any operating model that is really often forgotten, but can usually have significant impact on your business is a dilemma. Do you make things in-house? Do you do the service in-house, or do you outsource it? Who are your important suppliers? Who is providing your services? For example, GSO, or do you have external providers as well? If their quality impacts your quality, then they are important and need to be considered in any good operating model. Then the question of location. Where do you deliver your services from? And here a strategic question is, do you deliver them centrally or do you deliver them decentrally or local? And how is that working together? Are you in the appropriate locations where you are delivering your services? And how are you optimizing the global resource market and labor arbitrage? Can the activities be performed centrally, which means they can be done anywhere in the world? Do they have to be done locally for any legal reasons, data protection, or do they really have to be done face to face? IT should support the delivery of your services and not the other way around, your services supporting the way IT say it should be. So once you've defined your services and all your processes and these things, then you can really identify where your IT landscape is adding value or where you have gaps that you need to fill. And finally, how are you going to measure the success of your businesses and the services that you're providing to your internal or external clients? Once you can do all of these things and you can see how the components of an operating model genuinely are essential to work together, then you can ensure that the business you're running, whatever it will be, whether it's an internal business department or really a client-facing business, you can be sure that you will be able to deliver the very best value in the most optimal way.
So that was our very quick overview for operating model. Thank you very much for watching.